Alright, let's see if we can get this kicked off. I think that we can. Yeah. I think that we can. Alright, hello everybody. Happy Monday. I made it through okay. Hopefully you did too. Getting all set up to paint some bugs. Just letting the good folks on Discord know about that. And I'm gonna remember to close out of Discord so it doesn't keep blooping. Hi, Anno. Sorry you can't sleep. At least maybe I can keep you company for a little bit. I think where we last left off, we were painting some red on these bugs. So that's what we're gonna resume doing. I think I actually am using two different reds, but that's okay. One of them's a little bit more matte, one of them's a little bit more shiny. We can change up what we want when it gets time to highlight. Because all this is going to be dulled down with a wash pretty soon. I think I might need to adjust the lovely background music that we have going, which is a playlist called Grocery Store Music 1975. Riveting stuff, I know. Hi, Soda. I was watching your latest video and it made me want to paint my Necromunda guy. Right? It's great. I'm gonna turn it down just slightly, though. It's a little too loud for me. There we go. It sounds like it completely turned off, but I think one song ended and we have to wait for the next one to begin. There we go. It feels like some good background music to the slice of life anime that I just unfortunately don't live in. How much nicer things would be, though. I'd be some kind of, like, weird, reclusive toy maker in a slice of life anime painting up these things. That'd be kind of fun. Hello, Brady. Oh yes, Flower Guy was really fun, Anno. For those of you who might be lurking or not members of the Sugar Candy Miniature Discord, or maybe you are a member of the Discord and you just missed it, Anno painted up this really fun model that was like human body, right? Perfectly normal, except for the fact that the head and kind of the neck area was a giant flower. It was really funny. I liked it. I'm assuming that's a kit bash of some kind. Tell you what, I've been in the mood to paint some vampires because I bought a VHS copy of Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. I'm probably the only person still out there buying copies of that film, which is old, and also trying to find ones that would play on a VHS. Because I have the CRT TV for it, so would be a genuine shame if I didn't get some use out of it now and again. So if you're ever like, who is the person who's still buying VHSs of something? It's me. Somebody's got to be out there doing it. No worries, Josh. You are out. Please, you know, be out in the world doing stuff besides watching this stream. There is shockingly more to life than miniature painting. Or watching others miniature paint. You guys would not believe it, but I'm so close to 500 followers on Instagram. I'm literally one follower away. It's gonna happen any day now. That's kind of super exciting. And I actually remembered to post that I was streaming on Insta, which never freaking happens. Look at me, learning how to social media. Vampires do be totally rad. Yes, you are correct. The flowers from a deco sticker, and the rest of the flowers done with green stuff and milliput mix. Okay, cool. I really gotta get these guys done. Adepticon is way closer to hand than I realize. And I owe it to Soda to show up for our Necromunda game with miniatures fully painted and ready to go. I received these with ample time to get them painted up, so I will have no excuse if they don't get finished. I'm not gonna be good at the actual game, but at least my minis are gonna look sick as fuck. Oh, I did also try a new game. I tried out Magic the Gathering, and I had a good time. My friend Cameron taught me to play. And I played a deck full of goblins. I haven't quite decided what kind of deck I want to get for myself. But no matter what I do, I like their silly little Space Clown Circus cards so much. So even though it's not like viable and competitive or pauper or whatever myriad of other formats that I barely understand that you can't play it at, you can play it with friends, presumably. And that's a good enough reason for me to purchase it and hold on to it and eventually play it. Anno, definitely recommend that game to me and our server, possibly in the, like, with a NSFW spoiler if it's rated mature, but I'd love to check out, like, a trailer for that game or something. Yoshitaka Amano's style is really cool, so I'd love to see what that game looks like. Tragic, the gamering. Don't worry. I'm in no mood to spend like $200 on a piece of paper. A piece of plastic that I can paint? We might be talking there, but just regular old Magic cards. I can't say they hold that much appeal for me. So don't you worry. Same old Fiverr here. Which form of Magic did you play? That's a great question. I think we played Pauper. We might have played Commander. We definitely didn't play, like, the 120 card deck one. I think we had 60 cards in our deck, if that helps. But I honestly don't know. It seems like you can counterfeit Magic cards pretty easily. Like, you can just paint on top of them or do whatever you want to them and be like, yeah, like the token cards, you can make whatever you want on those. And people are like, okay, sure. And I think people pay to have people paint on their Magic cards. I don't really understand it just yet, but there seems to be a world of Magic the Gathering card customization that I've only just begun to tinker with the thought of. Yeah, definitely casual. I wasn't playing anything super competitive, I know that for a fact. I did manage to win 2 out of 3 games, which was kind of cool. Don't remember how I plan to paint this weapon at all. So that's gonna be fun for me to figure out. I'll just make some choices, and then if they look terrible, I'll live with those choices. It's a really cool, like, spear lance kind of thing, which is just dope as hell. None of the other guys have that. He's unique. We love him for that. We celebrate him for his differences in choice of weapon from his friends. Maybe he went to medieval times too many times as a kid, and he thinks he's a knight. That would be really cute. Oh, nice! I'm already traveling in October, so I won't be able to go to Dragonfall. But I hope it's a nice, lovely little convention. And that you have a good time. Hello, Param. Welcome. You painting anything interesting today? Thanks for joining us. I'm working on some Necromunda Ash Waste Nomads to add to my McDonald's gang. And I suppose by doing this, I am in a way procrastinating video editing a very simple video that's just a highlight reel of what I painted last month. I really need to post that before too much longer. Maybe I will do some editing tomorrow. It's just one of those things that keeps, you know, things get away from you. I think that might be all the red on this one. Ooh, Ratman. That's cool. We love a good Ratman. Hi, Chris. How's it going? Good to see ya. You working on anything neat? Yeah, they're kind of like giant grasshopper, bug things. I'm gonna paint them to look like giant hamburgers, because that's, you know, just me, and you can kind of see their French fry leggies going on. Hang on, let me just sort of... Boop. Can you see them okay? Oh no, that's very fuzzy. Come on, camera. Well, apparently my camera does not want to focus on them, but you can get the basic idea from this very fuzzy, out of focus turnaround. We got the hamburger bun shells, he's got like the brown beef for his face, and then French fry legs, and then of course the rest is gonna be all McDonaldified and stuff. So this is the like test model that I've been working with, and then slowly adding the colors on to the other ones as I kind of decide that they suit and that they fit well. Oh, I guess the only one we have left to add the red to is this guy, who's a special character. He's like the big boss of all of my guys, and I think he's a priest of some sort in the lore. I don't remember what he's called exactly, but I do know that he's a big deal. Because he looks the coolest and is a Forge World model, so... He also happens to be my favorite sculpt for this entire faction. So I wanna do him a justice here. But we'll see how well I'm able to do with that. The priest store manager. Yeah, basically. Hamburger hoppers. Oh, that's a cute little name for them. I still haven't figured out just exactly what to call this gang as a whole. Because I think you can, like, name your gang in Necromunda. And I've certainly named my gangers. Like, all of my little guys have names. Microplastics is a favorite. I also really love one that I just named Rib. We've got Drive-Thru and several others, all with kind of, like, you know, fast food themed names. I think someone suggested calling one of them a McRoyale with cheese, like a reference to Pulp Fiction, but I'm not a Tarantino fan, so I'll probably not do that one. Or maybe just genuinely like McDonald's in France. I don't actually know. The Ronalds, that's just too obvious a name for me. I want it to be a little funnier than that, if I can think of something clever. But we'll see what this brain o' mine comes up with. I guess I could always call this guy the head chef, but that kind of feels like a cop-out. I could call him just the manager. Enemy of Karens everywhere. I should paint the words "no refunds" on his banner. I think that would be extremely funny, actually. I might do that. Gotta do something with all those calligraphy skills I've worked at, you know? And if I'm not gonna use them for Warhammer, what's the point? I feel like I need to grab one of my guys that's actually finished up as a reference, because I don't quite remember what all the colors on them are supposed to be. So let me grab one just so I have a reference. If you could get a severed head with the Karen haircut sculpted on the top of the flag, that would be pretty good. Thanks for bearing with me and hanging in there while I retrieved the gang. I ended up just grabbing all of them in case I needed multiple references. I always find that useful. I do have a favorite. Microplastics did turn out the best in my opinion. So, he is my favorite. Although I think Honk Shanks is a close second. Turned out pretty good, too. Alrighty. There we go. The Karen's Bane Commando. The Hamburglers, the Mac Doomers, yeah, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. McFlurriosa, though. The name pun is so good. Hello! What's up, Destro? We got the Realm of the Lich King up in here. Hell yeah. Alright, so... did I give them red belts as well? Because I need to check for that. Yes, it does look like the straps on their harnesses and stuff are all red, so that part in there is going to be red too. Great, I can paint it all one color. Obviously this guy has just a little bit more detail than everybody else, so I'm probably going to end up spending the most time on him. He'll get some more intense highlights and freehand and whatever else I can find to put on his character. The Mad Max. Oh, there it is. Lucius once again coming in with the killer names for stuff. From the entity that brought us Crunch Boss comes the latest in a series of absolutely stellar name suggestions. You hit it right on the fucking money. These are the Mad Max. Oh, God, that is fantastic. Alright, Anno, you get some rest. Go out on a high like that. I mean, who could complain? Who would want to complain? That, yep, 10 out of 10. Lucius, take a bow. Wow. Oh, was it not you who came up with Crunch Boss? Someone else came up with Crunch Boss then. I thought it was you, but maybe it wasn't. I could have sworn, but you know, this memory of mine, it does degrade from time to time. Yeah, maybe I can find a spare head, to put a dead Karen on the base of this one. Basically, I have to make them match these really industrial bases, which I was having a lot of trouble figuring out how to do. But when I was, making the base for my knight, I mixed up a bunch of green stuff, thinking, oh, I'll just carve the stuff that I need, and it ended up looking absolutely god-awful, and I was like, no, this isn't gonna work. So I just took a bunch of impressions of the bases that I had left for Necromunda, so I'm gonna put some of those impressions down on the base, and then the rest I'm just gonna fill with this Martian iron crust texture paint, to look like it is just, what is I forget what it's actually called in Necromunda, but whatever they make the corpse stuff out of. Corpse starch, I want to say? There's just gonna be a lot of red corpse starch on the ground. I think it'll look suitably sinister. Or at least that's the hope. Hi, Lobster. Do you have some words for us tonight? I only just got started painting and I haven't been streaming very long, my dear. You're gonna have to wait for attention. Which I know you're not very good at doing. Have you ever tried to bargain for painting time with your cat? Did it work? I would love some pointers. I know, buddy. Waiting's so hard. But I made sure that you had food and water and everything else that you could want before I started streaming. The only thing you don't have access to is, some pets. Which I understand you want. However, I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. So unfortunately, you're just gonna have to wait. We'll see how long I can get away with painting tonight before the cats, start to riot. But I don't have many days left before Adepticon. It is approaching and it's gonna creep up on me and be there. So, in an attempt to get out ahead of it, I am trying to get these all painted up with time to spare. Fiverr's fuzzy memory, it be like that when you order. Corpse starch is the food of most of the Imperium as well? Oh, geez. It is the grim darkness of the far future, I suppose. They gotta eat something. Not every planet can be a agri-world full of beautiful night titans that look like pastries. You know? I suppose that's just not always the reality of the 41st millennium. I don't gotta go fast, not just yet. I just, you know, need to be consistently making progress and not being like, I'll put off till tomorrow what I could paint today. So, you know, just keeping up with it. And I should be fine. I feel like I have to get some McDonald's the day that I take photos of them, just so I can have that looming in the background or something. But then I worry it'll look like a promo ad for McDonald's or something like that, and I'm just like, that's not actually what we're going for here. Just the color scheme inspiration. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't love a McDonald's fry, though. Oh my gosh, this little divot in the blanket looks like a cat. Can you see that? Like, if I were to go like, whoop. It's got an ear here, it's got an ear here. The little stitches could be whiskers. Tragic it doesn't fit with the theming, but there is a hidden cat head on all star priests or storm callers or whatever these guys are. I know I keep saying the wrong thing. Sorry about that. Hopefully McDonald's does not send me a cease and desist. I'm not profiting off of this venture, so they should be happy enough. They've got bigger filet-o-fish to fry. Hi, Keegan. That's fair. I feel like that's a legitimate response to a Monday. Especially if it was a Monday where you were asked to do too many things, instead of being asked to do nothing and simply survive. Those days are always the worst. You got through it, though. High five. Just trying to figure out which blanket layer is which. This guy is not in danger of running out of blankets this winter. He has an excess of them. Be warm and toasty. I think I might make these banners red as well. And I think I'll make a red banner, a white banner, and a yellow banner up here. Just trying to like map out how I'm gonna balance all of these very saturated colors, because it needs to look garish, sure, but it needs to look the right genre of garish, if that makes sense. Still not painting chicken knights. I know it's a frequent ask from you, Josh, but I'm not at the point where chicken knights are realistically gonna be something on my paint desk. Welcome home, though. Glad you made it home safe. We are painting instead Necromunda Ash Wastes Nomads. I've got a variety of them to paint, but right now we are working on the Stormcaller. This boy. Considering the army I'm painting, what about a chicken nugget night? I actually already have an idea for a chicken nugget, inspired, dreadnought. I don't know if you are familiar with those chunky, boxy, dreadnoughts from Warhammer, but they are the perfect shape to paint up as a McNugget box. And, I want to do that at some point, but I have not been able to justify the cost of a dreadnought, so I haven't done it yet. Plus, with all of my knights, I really do want to stick to the ice cream theme. I really want them all to just be different flavors of ice cream. So it's gonna have to be, different, ones. I'm trying to think of, like, if I could create a reasonable rock texture so that I could make, like, a chocolate rock sort of thing and do a play on Rocky Road where it's, like, actual rocks, but I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do that. So that's kind of what, I'm working on, just sort of tossing around in my brain right now. We'll get there, though. We'll figure it out. It's really nice now that I have the basing scheme worked out as well, because that was kind of stressing me out for a little bit. It just feels good when you know what you're supposed to be painting, and then you can actually accomplish that. Especially since I take so long to decide on my color scheme sometimes. Ooh, BOGO Monday on flatbread. Hell yeah. Dreadnoughts would be good fry containers. Listen though, if I were painting dreadnoughts right, I'd have to be adding them to some kind of space marine army, and we all know that's not gonna happen. You got your one space marine, okay? You're not getting any more. That's a pretty good name. I like that one, Destro. You can dreadnought army with a token mech marine to give them an oil can. No, I'm good. I don't really want to play Space Marines. I think if I had chosen on my own, I probably would have gone with Chaos Knights as well, so, it was just by happenstance that, it were Imperial Knights. Although, to be fair, I did go back and forth a lot on which to choose, because I liked them both. You're much more likely to get a Chicken Knight than you are to get a Space Marine army, that's all I'm gonna say. And I know I'm gonna regret saying that when it gets brought up by Josh later. That's not a guarantee, by the way, that you'd be getting a Chicken Knight, just which is more likely of those two options. Play. Play, you can just make them and paint them. Playing is extra. That's fair. Oh no, for Chaos Nights, they were gonna be like burnt things. Like things that had stayed in the oven too long, so all of those like spiky marks and you know how they kind of have like that cratered, pitted look to their armor? That was all just gonna be burn marks. So like a scorched creme brulee night, an overcooked evil gingerbread cookie night, probably like a burnt cake of some kind. That was sort of the vibe for what I was planning for Chaos Nights. But Roz happened to gift me an Imperial Night, thus Imperial we became. Perhaps someday I'll get some Chaos Nights, but for now, I certainly have enough nights to build up a small force. I don't need to start a whole nother night army, you know? Hello, Topher. How is it going? How are you doing tonight? Chaos burnt marshmallow. Yeah, that could work too. That could definitely work. That could be a whole mood. Absolutely, I could see that. You and I both know that need has nothing to do with it. Okay, that's fair. I see your point. I see your point. However, budget does have something to do with it. And I'm desperately trying to save my money for Adepticon and not blow it all on dumb shit before the convention. I want to, you know, blow it on dumb shit at the convention. That's way more fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I know I've talked about Adepticon a lot, but I had such a lovely time last year that I can't help but really, really think that I'm going to have a great time this year, too. Half the fun of the con is taking home way too much dumb shit. Yeah, you know it. Soda, are you actually going to be working at the Lasercraft Studios booth? Do they have a booth this year, or are you just going to hang out? I can't remember if that was ever decided. Oh, you can do it, Param? Do you make stuff? What kind of, like, do you draw or something like that that would, prompt you to go to conventions? Perhaps you 3D sculpt, which would be cool. I'm trying to think of, like, some of the booths that I've seen at Adepticon and what kind of stuff people were selling there. Obviously, you had, like, the big gaming companies. Or maybe you, like, run a store? Oh, you're One Page Rules community manager. Oh, very cool. I've been meaning to try out One Page Rules. 'Cause it does have rules for nights. Or not nights. You know, whatever fake term nights are called in One Page Rules. Walking cathedrals, big stompy boys. Possibly knights? I mean, you can't really copyright the word knight. But, yeah. Battle Titans! There it is. You should interview me, Soda. I'll say something like, Space Marines are lame, and then you can put it in a thumbnail like, shocking hobby opinions, Space Marines out, Zotes in. Except nobody gives a shit, and I've been saying that Zotes should be the ultimate Warhammer faction for years now, yet no one's heeded my warning. BattleBots would be good. Battle Titans works. Yeah, I really should sit down and play some one-page rules. I was gonna say I should sit down and read the one-page rules, but you don't really have to sit down and read that. If it's, you know, a one-page document, you can do that standing up. It's not gonna take too much out of you. I have a good friend of my Discord server, and just a friend in general, Jeremy Ghost Bear, who says that one-page rules is like playing Warhammer, but fun. Dude, I love Zotes. Hopefully dude's okay. I don't know what your pronouns are, but if, you care, or if that's not okay, just, let me know, and I will stop saying dude. But, yeah, Zotes are fucking the best. I painted every Zote model that I can get my hands on, and I need more. Please tell the good folks at One Page Rules that what we in fact need is an entire army of Zotes, preferably Zotes made out of candy, because I'll paint that. I'll paint every single one. You give me a Zote, I'm gonna paint it. Okay, he, him, excellent. Gotcha, cool. Dude is not always universal. Some folks don't like you to call him dude, and you should respect that. But you know, it is widely accepted, but I did feel the need to check in and just make sure. We want to be inclusive and accommodating in this space. I can provide that. Not every place in the Warhammer miniature painting gaming community can, but god damn it, we're gonna be nice to each other on this chat, so help me Mothman. I am gonna swear, though. Nobody can take that away from me. I just want more Zotes. Candy Capo slams more Marines. Exclusive interview. Yeah, that'll get the people watching. Josh, I don't think that's something you should say. I think it's perfectly legitimate. People can have preferences. There's tons of, gendered terms that I don't personally like because I was really tired of being called them for quite some time. And I definitely, don't always feel comfortable speaking up in a space and being like, hey, can we not? But the more and more I grow comfortable in my weird little non-binary identity that I'm, you know, growing accustomed to, the more comfortable I am being like, hey, I don't actually want to be called that. And the beauty of humans having opinions and language and everything like that is that we can express ourselves however we want. So if someone says, don't call me that thing, there's like 7 million other terms that you could use. So just pick a different one. I think I say folks all the time, or people, rather than, you know, men and women, he or she, because I'm not included in any of those. Everybody's like, well, do you prefer sir or ma'am? And then I have to be like, I wish so much that something in between those existed. I've told people captain most of the time, because I thought, you know, all you really need to be a captain is to have a boat. But apparently you need like an actual sailor's license and a degree. Which is a lot. I thought I could just kind of say that I had a boat, and like it didn't really matter if it was a model of a boat or a real boat, and be like, yeah, I'm a captain. But apparently America's like, nope, you need something for that. Safe space for Zotes, not safe space for Nurgle. Nurgle can get fucked. I am not about those gross, plaguey things. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is a safe space for Zote. This is not a safe space for Nurgle. And we grow closer to that eventual game that I shall be playing of Malifaux with my buddy Mark, which will determine if I'm going to be stuck painting possibly the grossest Nurgle model that he can find, or if instead he will be watching Neon Genesis Evangelion with me. I'm gonna win this one. New patron goal. Get me a boat so I can be a cat. No. I'm already in name change legislation hell. I do not want to be in boating license registration hell. America is really making it difficult for me to get all of my documentation that I need to just be like, hello, I went to court and they said this is my name now. I don't know why you need me to tell you that so many times in so many different forms and pay so many different fees. But please, can I just update this stupid certificate now? Thank you. If you've ever tried to change your name before, I mean, I understand why you would. I wanted that so bad, but now I'm just exhausted by the process. It is not easy, and it's very expensive. It's extremely expensive. Nurgle Space Marine Army after Chicken Nights. You heard it here first, folks, and other pronouns. Listen, you did not hear it here first. I will not be painting Space Marines, and Lord willing, I will not be painting Nurgle either. I don't know what color to paint this cloth, but we're gonna maybe go with red here. I didn't even realize there was a cloth here. So we'll go with red. I've been painting red on this guy for basically the entire stream. Okay, well, I don't have a ton of money or a corrupt boating instructor, Soda. Sorry. Those are two of the things, you know, when I was signing up for the starting equipment for my life, I went with 3 cats, a mortgage, and an unhealthy obsession with Arizona green tea instead of corrupt boating instructor and merchant background. We see the error of my ways plain now. Chris Jackson seems like he's got life figured it out then. That sounds rad as hell. I'd love to be sailing up and down the American coastline. Or any coastline. Chris Jackson sounds vaguely familiar. For some reason, I'm picturing the board game Munchkin. I think that guy must have been a Jackson too. I don't think Chris Jackson created that board game. Maybe he did. But I feel like I've heard the name before. My cats would look adorable in kitty sailor outfits. That is very correct. I don't know how long they would permit those outfits to be worn, but they would look cute for whatever length of time I was able to convince them to wear them. Steve Jackson created Munchkin, also a friend. Dope! You have cool friends. What are you doing here, Param? You could be talking to authors and important people, and instead you're watching one weirdo paint a McDonald's bug? I am fascinated. I'm an important, cool person. Oh, damn. Oh, dip. Well, don't I feel special? Got me all frazzled now. Look at that. I'm trying to hype myself up and be a little bit more confident. Gaining confidence is my goal this year. Unfortunately, in order to have confidence, you must do things you are not confident about, and then hopefully be praised for doing them. I find that seems to build some confidence. Next month's project is enter your silly little ice cream night in the actual Golden Demon competition and see if that makes you feel more confident. That's fair. Everybody that I've, like, reached out to who's a miniature painting content creator or something like that, they've all been really lovely, delightful people, who are eager to help or collaborate or just talk about our weird little hobby. I'm impressed that I remembered that the creator of Munchkins was a Jackson. Okay, I'm very happy about that. And Chris and Steve are, like, close enough in nomenclature that I'm like, yeah, those feel like, you know, interchangeable names in my brain. Okay, I think we might actually be done painting red, at least for a time. I'm not sure if I want to go back and... I do want to add a red casing on that, actually. We ran out of grocery store music from the 1970s. Oh no, if only there was another hour-long playlist. There is. I don't like that one as much. We're going with Sounds of the Department Store 1979 now. I'm sure that will be some riveting background music for us all. Starboy with a little sailor hat and shirt like Steve from Stranger Things. Oh my god, yeah! I could totally see him in a Scoops Ahoy outfit. That would be cute. For those not in the know, Starboy is the little talking alien you see in the corner. Float your zoats on boats while your totes your goats across the moats to get to quotes on your stoats and their oats. Quite like that. That was a good tongue twister there, Soda. I will not be saying that faster. If I were to have a little candy-themed boat to be captain of, I would have to call it the SS Biscuiteer, because in the steam-powered giraffe song, Steamboat Shenanigans, that is the name of the ship. And I quite like that little song. It feels appropriate. It's a very sweet, nonsense little tune. Sailor-themed Zote. Oh my god, yeah. They gotta make more Zotes. I don't know, we're whispering in the ears of one-page rules right now, so... You know, I'm just gonna continuously say Zotes, and then hopefully that becomes the new trend. And we get some more Zotes. Achilles, what piece of garbage are you playing with now? And is it safe for you to be playing with? Ooh, pirate books. I like pirates. I watch Pirates of the Caribbean every Thanksgiving. I figured you needed, like, an excuse to marathon those, and Thanksgiving just seems like the right time of year for that. The playlist is making you a bit sleepy. I'm sorry, Soda. It does kind of have that, like, late-night shopping channel vibe to it. And I don't know why that's kind of where I'm at with the background vibe for today, but it's either that or Vampire Hunter D on VHS playing from another room. So right now you're getting sounds from the department store. Okay. I think we're finished with the red. So now I think we're gonna move to black. And then do the white, and then we can start adding stripes and details and metallics and everything else we need to add. But black will be next. That's like the next major color to worry about. So that's what we'll start on. Sims loading screen music, absolutely. Dude, I love Everybody Wants to Rule the World played in an empty mall. It's such a vibe. This playlist makes me want to go back to a 90s era Taco Bell. When everything was teal and purple and off-white. And pink. Wargames Atlantic has Zotes. I actually have a Zote model sitting around that I haven't painted. I found him the other day and went, ooh, what's this? It's a Zote. He's up here somewhere. Yeah. I don't remember what manufacturer he's from, and you can see the amount of times I've just practiced piping fake whipped cream on this. But, oops. I think he's a Blood Bowl, alternate Zote. Oh, he's from Impact Miniatures. I love Impact Miniatures. Every time I go to a con, they're there, and they always have, like, little chibi guys and stuff like that, which are just so cute. I think I bought this one at Gen Con, and he just seemed like a pain to clean. He's got some pretty bad flash on him. Like, even for me, I don't know if you can see that crispy little edge right there, but it's pretty bad. And, like, some of the flash is preventing me from fitting some of the legs and stuff together. So he definitely needs to be cleaned up, and I just didn't feel like doing it, so he's not been assembled. But he's got some little arms and some little feet and like a shoulder guard kind of thing. I don't know where this fits. I don't know where this goes. Maybe, I have no idea where that fits, actually. Oh, wait, it fits on, it's a shoulder pad. There's a slot for it there. So he'll have one big armored shoulder pad. But yeah, he's like a weird, he's very poor, like he looks kind of funky, like he was sculpted with green stuff, so more of a vintage vibe. But I do have him, and I do intend to paint him and assemble him at some point. And intention counts at least a little bit. I knew exactly where he was. Scoops ahoy, Zote. Ooh, that would be cool. If you made an actual ship for your Stargrave guys. I'd love to see that. Hi, 80. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Painting anything cool? I really am enjoying this sculpt with this guy, so that's why I'm jumping right back into painting him some more. I think I kind of remember all the parts that I want to mark out for metallics, so makes the most sense to just start going in and doing them now. I should probably do the white first because there's a lot of areas that need to be mapped out in white and then have black stripes with them, but this is the color that I squirted onto the little paint palette, so we're gonna do that. It is kind of a chibi zote, but not exactly. It's not as chibi as, like, you know that little mech that I made the Borderlands themed diorama with? That's how chibi their things usually are. I bought a chibi Mando from The Mandalorian on a little chibi lizard guy, and I keep meaning to paint him and then not doing it. But this year is also about finishing projects, so we're making good work of that. We finished it's only February, right? So keep that in perspective. We finished all the Malifaux minis that I needed to finish for that crew. And we did have briefly all of the Necromunda minis finished until these ones arrived in the mail. So we were doing very well. And I'm working on my my spider guides for Warcry as well. So those are, like, I'd say 70% done, maybe 60% done, but they're definitely over half done. Ooh, that sounds fun. I love when people can turn broken stuff into new stuff. Watching people make terrain out of trash is so fascinating to me, because they just think in ways that I never would. Ooh, now I'm kind of getting, like, some Animal Crossing vibes from this particular track on the background music journey that we're on together. I like how it's very clear that this bug broke its foot, and they've given it a replacement foot so it can keep on hobbling along. A trusted friend and companion, surely. Oh my gosh, yeah, I never would have thought that squirt guns were, like, such a great way to get those, like, space age kind of silhouettes, you know? Very, like, Buck Rogers sort of cartoon looks, but I love seeing what people can come up with those. Maybe next year I'll make a resolution to, try and build more stuff out of trash. This year I just want to paint the terrain that I already own. Because I own some terrain, and I've started painting it this year too. I did also do that, but then I needed to get, a brown that I had run out of to paint some of it chocolate colored, and I picked up Mornfang Brown today, so I can resume work on that project. We're getting shit done, guys. We definitely are. When I look back at this year, I'm gonna be like, man, I was really clearing out my hobby space so that 2024 I can just go wild and purchase new stuff and get myself even more hobby things to work on. The work never truly ends. You just finished painting your undead army and you're glad you never have to paint open wounds again? That's very fair. Are they the, I don't know if it was one-page rules or a different, like, monthly STL kind of thing, but someone posted in my Discord server the other day. By the way, anyone watching, if you would like to join us on Discord and you haven't already, we invite you to do so. It doesn't cost anything. It's not connected to Patreon, although if you'd like to support me on Patreon, you are more than welcome. But I'm gonna post a lovely invite link so that anybody who would like to join us there can. I always forget to do that. I remembered this time, though. But someone posted some really cool skeleton models there the other day. I really do like there's one that's just like a ball of a bunch of skeletons all mangled together, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't have any use for this, but it's pretty cool. Most of these areas that I'm painting black will actually end up being metallic. I have this beautiful shiny silver, as you can see on microplastic here. So that's gonna be the chrome parts, which just sort of tie back into that Mad Max theme, and now it ties into that Mad Max with a ACS theme. I guess that makes this guy our doof warrior, although he's not wearing a red jumpsuit and doesn't have a flame-throwing guitar. Tragic, I know. This pole up there gripping on metallic, I think. I have no idea what color I'm gonna paint those little lizards, but I'll figure it out. Maybe they'll be French fry colored. Probably make that work. Mummified undead, but not yet vampire undead. I'm not learning to social media that good. All I know is that my night has been picked up decently well for me on social media, and it's very cool to see. I'm almost at 500 followers on Instagram. Maybe I'll get another follower during the stream, and then I'll hit my 500, which will be cool. Not that that, like, gives you anything, but it just makes me feel neat. I didn't think I would ever get that many followers on anything. I certainly didn't think I'd have as many subscribers as I have now. So I'm, you know, it's always pretty shocking to me. But I'm glad people like the stuff that I do. Feels kind of neat that, you know, people are interested in my projects, or they'll see something and it inspires them to make something. Like, Brady's made a couple of videos that were like, oh yeah, I talked with people on the Sugar Candy Miniatures Discord about this, or I'm doing this because I saw Fiverr do something similar, and that's really always super neat. Like, that just makes me feel so happy. I'm glad that creativity is, you know, something that you can do something and it inspires someone else to do something that you wouldn't have thought of, and then in turn you get inspired by that. Like, that's such a great way to share this hobby and see it being shared, so it's really, really awesome. Of course, I also loved, aw, Param! Fuck yeah! Hang on, let me take a screenshot, because I want to commemorate that moment. BRB. There it is! 500 followers! Eh! Thank you for being the 500th follower. I'm so excited. Slay! Yes! We're celebrating it! I'm gonna change the name of the stream right now, because I can do that. Or I'll just add to it. 500 followers on Insta! Exclamation points. Now it's a celebration stream. Confetti effect. Woo! I don't have a confetti effect. Aw, that's so sweet. Well, I'm glad you found me now just the same. Whether you're a new follower or old, I'm happy to have you here. And I have plenty of fun little videos. So now, you know, like, it's fun because if you like the content, there's a backlog to watch. And that's always the most exciting part for me of finding, like, a new content creator or a new genre or a new topic that I'm interested in. Sometimes I just get to sink into a nice binge where I don't have to worry about what I'm watching for the next several days. Love that. It's a great feeling. But then again, I might have a slightly unhealthy habit of binging videos on YouTube that other more secure individuals don't have. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna try that again. We're gonna do another take. I'm confident now. I like to spend some of my downtime watching YouTube videos. And it's really nice for me when I don't have to choose what's going to be playing next, because I already know. Some people might choose to spend their downtime different ways, and anyone doing anything like that, valid. Enjoy your time and relax how you'd like. But if you happen to be like me and enjoy a good YouTube binge, there's nothing better than a fascinating new creator with a huge backlog of videos. Like when I discovered Jacob Geller's video essays for the first time, that was a solid week where I had the most quality thoughts to think on. Anatomy, Control, and the Legacy of the Haunted House continues to be, in my opinion, the best video essay on YouTube. And I highly suggest that anybody who hasn't seen it goes and watches it, because I watch it like once every 4 months. And if you're into horror, watch that video essay and then go watch the film Skinamarink and enjoy being unable to sleep for several days the way that I was. Celebration fiber. No, I'm gonna keep these pants on, thank you. The 3D printed goblin with the hammer on its wrist is awesome. I don't know which one that is. Scrolls through my own Instagram to try and remember. I think that might be back down a far ways. I don't fucking... Is this past the burger teams that I've painted? There's so many cat pictures. I play a lot of Blood Bowl. That's what I'm learning from watching this. Because I know... Oh yeah, the 3D printed goblin who's like, he's got the nail through his finger. Yeah, my friend Kraz printed that. Yeah, I really loved that. That was such a fun model to paint, and the sculpt just took super well to my painting style, so I was able to get like a really fun expression on the face there. That was a fun one to paint. He was so tiny, too. He does keep falling off of his base, though. I think I have him in, like, a box, and he's always being knocked off that because he's just got the one point of contact. So, unfortunately, he's not very stable, but he was very fun to paint. I'm glad you showed up, Param. This is like the motivation I need to really check out one page rules whole like catalog and actually A, read the one page and then B, pick a faction to play. I don't know how viable Knights will be because I don't know how many people play, excuse me, Battle Titans. I don't know how many people have like armies big enough that I could play Battle Titans against them, but I guess I could always... I have Tau. What am I talking about? I should play Tau. There's definitely, one-page rules Tau, because I know I've seen the, like, alternate Tau that are more, like, with, like, the Chinese lion dragon gun things, which are really cool. So I could just use my regular key lime pie Tau for that. Which we are going to circle back on. We were supposed to have circled back to painting Tau on stream, to getting back to Tau Test Kitchen. Unfortunately, I had more Necromunda guys come in, so after we finish these guys, we're going back to Tau for a while. I don't know how long. I don't make commitments. But we will return to Tau for a time, until we move away from Tau again. Okay, I think that's all the parts that... No, I need to paint that little tank metal too. Come here, you. I don't know if I want to do the horns metal or striped. I think I want to go striped with them, so the white undercoat's gonna work better, and then I don't know what color Space Marine for him to have hunted down. Question for the chat and the community. If Karens were gonna be Space Marines, which Space Marines would they be? Howdy, partner! What's going on? How's it going, Caleb? Okay, so both the Tau and the Eternal Dynasty, I want to go with whatever ones are piloting mechs. That sounds cool. That sounds like Evangelion, which I think it's been documented pretty heavily now that I'm a fan of. Pretty well. I had a really decent Monday, so actually pretty good. I'm hoping that tune kind of continues for the rest of the week, but honestly, we're gonna see what we get. Who knows? Emperor's Children, you're saying, are Karens? Can you provide some context as to why? Also, he doesn't have the, like, tall bits that make the Emperor's Children the Space Marines that I can always distinguish, so I don't know if they have regular guys, too. So that might not work. Do they have regular guys, too? Someone's gonna tell me. Necromunda is an Imperial Fist recruitment world. Okay. That's, interesting, actually. I didn't know that. I can kind of see why if they've got, like, Goliaths. Is it Goliaths? Ogroids? Ogrins. Ogrins feels right. They got one of them, like, super-powered guys, you know? Alright, that harness thing, this part is gonna be striped as well, so we're not gonna paint that just yet. They can I speak your managered their way to Slanesh? Okay. You know what? I feel like I don't need any further justification than that. That's kind of hilarious. I love how that was phrased. And they're obsessed with, I don't know if that matters. It's just like a generic Space Marine helmet, so I don't know if that can't be Chaos. Because, like, I always think of the Chaos ones, like, when you say Chaos Space Marine, I think Corn Space Marine with the this symbol on top of its helmet. As you can see, I still haven't finished painting all of the Corn demons that I have lying around. It did make me decide that I don't actually want a Corn army, though, by just painting, you know, one of the infantry. I was like, yep, I don't think this is for me. It was fun, though. Their armor is purple. Okay, perfect. It'll just look like a little grimace head hanging off of him, then. I can go with that. That'll work. I always thought Emperor's No, oh right, you're right. I'm thinking... Why am I thinking Thousand Sons? Emperor's Children are the Fulgrim ones. Yes, absolutely. Fulgrim very much is the Karen of the Space Marine Primarchs. Okay. No, I was thinking of the wrong Space Marines. What you're saying is making perfect sense. Painted one, never wanted to again. Yeah, that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Paint one, you're like, eh, I'm good. And, it's Vince Venturella who talks in one of his hobby cheating videos, probably multiple. I haven't quite gotten through his entire backlog yet, so I couldn't tell you which hobby cheating video or anything like that. But he talks about how people don't quit enough, and he's like, sometimes if something's not working, or you're not gonna play an army, or you don't like what's going on, you can just quit. And you should quit, so that you can, you know, redirect that energy into something you're actually passionate about finishing. And I'm like, oh, that's like actually a super good point. So you should quit stuff sometimes. You don't always have to see it through all the way to the end. Just because I painted a couple of Corn demons doesn't mean I have to paint an entire Corn army. Which is kind of a relief, honestly. There's so little time in this world, and there's so many models I want to paint. I'm hoping that by trying to focus on skirmish games, I'll get to paint a wider variety, but I'll also not fill up my display cases quite so fast. Although, if I can be frank with you, the new display case that I got, Titans take up a lot of room, and there's not as much room left as I'd like. It's gonna be full before I know it. And then the question comes with, do I get rid of some of my armies that I haven't used, or do I simply buy another display case? Decisions. Oh, it's probably way before this at this point in the video, but I should remind people to like, comment, and subscribe as well to help out that YouTube algorithm. I can social media. That's a shame that there are no knights. Have you considered adding Zotes and knights to all of your games? Or potentially, what I think is possibly the best rhyme in the world, and I keep hoping that someday, someone, some talented modeler somewhere, will make a combat wombat. Why does that not exist? It's great. There'll be plenty of room for my Titan at the Adepticon display case. Yes, yes. He'll be there. He'll be there. I'm just hoping they'll let me put it in under my changed name, because I didn't know if I would have my papers in time for Adepticon. So I'm fairly certain that I'm registered under my dead name, which is... it is what it is. You know, I knew for a fact I would have the documents for that if worse came to worse, so... hopefully they will let me actually enter as who I would like to be referred to as and legally am. But we'll see how that goes. Hell yes. Excellent. Well then, I can craft a Zote for myself. You guys really have thought of most things. That's impressive. No reaction to the combat wombat, but you know, sometimes we're just visionaries ahead of our time. The day will come. The day will come. I have faith. I'm really worried about how I'm going to get my knight to and from Adepticon as well. I don't really have a carrying case that'll accommodate him, so I think I have to fashion something. Put some magnets on his base and figure it out. I just haven't quite visualized what that's gonna look like in my head. So I think I need to, like, Google some options and then choose one. He's got a decent amount of height and, like, longness to him because he's got the cherry on top, but also that long spoon, which just makes him super unwieldy. The little buddies, your rat men have tiny normal-sized rats that pal around with them, but they're just as intelligent and help out. One of them is a tiny rat on the sniper's shoulder with binoculars. His spotter? Alright, yeah. That's awesome, and you are correct. A little buddy is the best thing you've ever invented. Congratulations, you win at life. You want me to wheel my Titan in a pram? That's kind of hilarious. I'm not going to do that, though. Is it a literal wombat to you, or like anthropomorphic wombat people? Anthropomorphic wombat. Think like, someone's gonna be able to tell me what they are. But, if there's anyone who was, an emo kid back in the day, in the My Chemical Romance Ghost of You music video, I don't know what war they're pretending to fight, but they have those flat hats that look kind of like a colander with a wide brim on it. You know what I'm talking about? Someone knows what I'm talking about. You put a wombat in one of those upside-down colander hats. You give him, like, a little sash, maybe, with, like, a sword and a little badge on it. And I feel like he needs some kind of, like, brass knuckles. And maybe, like, a fun little pair of khaki shorts. And he's just an all-purpose, tactical, combat wombat. Listen, I could not reference a single war movie, alright? I don't watch them, I don't know them, but I fucking watch the hell out of some My Chemical Romance videos, okay? That's some gut-wrenching stuff there. That's some acting, some good lyrics, some sad shit. We have space jackals. Is that close enough? No, but a combat wombat could easily be a little buddy. So I'm okay with that. I'm really just holding out hope that, there's a sculptor whose work I absolutely adore on Instagram. Papunky Creatives. Beautiful. Makes frog people that are just the most round, charming little guys. And in their latest release, there is what has gotten closest, in my opinion, to the combat wombat. It's a koala sheriff. And that's pretty darn adjacent, I would say. I got black all over that part that wasn't supposed to have it. Dang it! I've still got red, I can correct it. It's not the end of the world, Fives. You got this. You can fix your mistakes. That wasn't so bad. See? You got that cleaned up right away. A+, gold star for you, kiddo. I don't know why that the binoculars look really gray instead of black, but that's fine. We're just gonna roll with it. It could be two different metals. No biggie. MCR total slay. Space Australia, yes. What about Dr. Creative's Chicken Wizard? I'm not familiar, but I'm about to be. Dr. Creative's Chicken Wizard. I'm gonna go to images. I don't know if what I'm seeing is the correct one. Is that like a mini or just an entity? Big Child Creatives has a PDF. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't know that Google returned the correct results. I don't know if it'll let you post links in the YouTube, but if you can, please do. If not, DM me on Insta, or if you're in our Discord, there's a channel called Things We Talk About on Stream, towards the bottom of the list, and I will check that, and you can post it there. But any of those places, I'll be able to receive a link at, presumably. And I've pulled my Discord up. It usually makes little bloop bloop noises, so I minimize it, even though I can't hear them because the microphone is plugged in. But you, lovely viewers, can, so I try to not do that. And fake you out by thinking that you've got Discord messages. But just let me know where you have linked it, and then I can take a look, because I want to see this thing. I really, really do. Sounds pretty awesome. The bloops mean progress? Perhaps. Perhaps. I mean, we've definitely made progress on these bug guys today. Nobody can debate that. They're looking very good. I think maybe a couple more painting sessions to finish them up, so that just means I'll have to stream some more. Things we talk about on stream, excellent. Let me see it there. Oh, oh my gosh, what a happy fellow! I've never seen him. He's so cute and round. He's ready for adventure. That's such a good mini. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. Oh man. Dude, it's a shame that there is not more happy little guys like that. I love that. Thank you for sharing. You have contributed so much serotonin to me in this moment. He's so cute. Yes, exact. That's the same energy that I want for the combat wombat. Absolutely. I still don't know what those little military hats are called. But at least I can, you know, I can put the image in someone's head. Wizard Chicken is great. I would love if he was like an NPC that you just run across in like a FromSoft game or something. I've been playing Dark Souls 3 now that I've beat Elden Ring. It's like, I still want this. I still want to be playing these kinds of games. And so I've been doing some side quests in Elden Ring. Because I haven't entered into New Game Plus yet. I'm not quite ready to like replay it. And there's some stuff I didn't do, but yeah, been playing Dark Souls 3 for... I've never beat it, so it's not quite the first time, because I've made progress before, but I never beat it, so we'll get there. My friend Adam's been helping me out, although helping is in heavy quotation marks, because he did lead me directly into the part where Patches pushes you off that bridge thing and you go falling and the giant can kill you. Which hats? Pith helmets, Brody helmets. Hang on, I'm gonna Google what you just said. No, it's not a Pith helmet. Is it a Brody helmet? Yes, it is. It's that one. Brody helmet wins. Good call, Soda. Good call. There are a lot of different military hats. I personally like the kind of beret style ones. I don't know if they're not quite like, you know, French berets, but they're like they're just like Girl Scout hats, but for the military. And I think that's cute. Not in like a way that I think the military is cute, but I think it's interesting fashion design for war, you know? Like, if it wasn't so heavily associated with the military stylings, I would want a hat like that for myself. However, I do not wish to be associated with the military, because I'm pretty not warlike, despite the amount of war game material that I consume. There's so many little metal doodads on you. I'm gonna make this crate a metal crate. I'm gonna go back and paint all the straps like brown or orange or something, so I don't really care if I'm painting over them right now. I'll get round to fixing those up. They said hoping very much that they'd remember to get back around to fixing those up. Little berets worn at a jaunty angle. Exactly. Is best kept tiny in plastic. Absolutely. Yeah, like, gas masks are a whole creepy aesthetic there. Especially when you look at the Mickey Mouse gas masks. Whew. Those are creepy. Love them, because they're weird and spooky, but yeah. What a weird intersection of, like, capitalism and war that is. Probably won't veer too much into war topics. Frankly, I'm uneducated on the subject. I'm not really fascinated by real-life history of death. It kind of creeps me out a little bit. so I just avoid it. I love fantasy violence. Fantasy wars are cool. I at one time thought it would be interesting to try and get a decent picture of like what the history of Game of Thrones really looked like across their various wars, but there are too many names in that book and I started losing track, so I don't have a very good picture of it now. I also read Game of Thrones several years ago. Oh yeah, both have their place, for sure. And I know a lot of people have, like, an interest in military history, and that's cool. I just don't. I'm not one of those people. No judgment to those who are. I think we're gonna be closing up shop here soon. I have gotten the black parts all painted on everybody, which means next time we'll be moving on to the metallics and the white and sort of going back and adding in details and fixing things that we missed. Maybe we'll get to the point where we can throw a wash on something. That would be super freaking nice. But we've almost got it to the point where everything has a base coat. So worst comes to worst, I can show up, once we've got the white blocked in, I can show up to Adepticon with this and not feel like a total dum-dum. But that's not gonna happen. We're gonna fully finish these by the time Adepticon rolls around. It's gonna be great. I'm really excited to learn how to play Necromunda. The sad part will be if I learn how to play Necromunda and end up totally hating it and being like, oh my gosh, I never want to play this game again. And then these guys just sit on a shelf for the rest of their lives. But I think I've had a fun time painting them. And honestly, the painting is its own reward since that's my favorite part of the hobby. Alright. That's done there. There's probably metal doodads that I missed, but that is a problem for future Fives to take care of. Current Fives is gonna make a cup of tea, have a chocolate walnut brownie, and probably get caught up on the Last of Us episode that they haven't watched yet. Sounds like how my evening is going to end. I've had such a fantastic time on stream with everybody today. Thank you for helping me hit 500 followers on Instagram. What? This is seriously so cool. Your support and encouragement and all, and everybody saying they want to see my Titan in the Golden Demon makes me very happy. And I'm really pleased that you stopped by, everybody. I will be streaming again soon. Don't know when exactly. You know me. I don't really keep to a streaming schedule. But I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Everybody have a really great night. Bye!